Hey, what's up and hello. This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Please hit the like button on the way in. Please hit the like button. So, this is my review on Love After Lockup, Season 6, Episode 6, Quit Playing Games. If I had to rate this episode, I would give it a solid B, and I think it's because I was more annoyed than anything, but I was still intrigued by all of the BS that was going on. So I would have to give it a solid B. It definitely wasn't as good as last week's, but still a good episode. Y'all let me know what you guys would grade this actual episode, but I'm going to get started with the most boring couple this week. But first things first, let me sit up there and say hello to everybody coming in. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Leo. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Russell. Are you new here? Hello. Leo said a C. Hey, Veronica. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in. Let's get started with Paul Bunyan, aka Will and Courtney, okay? So Paul Bunyan and aka, well, let me tell y'all something. They go back to the hotel. This fool bought her a $10,000 ring. Did y'all just hear me? $10,000. So, in other words, ladies, it seems like we got to commit a crime and be a junkie to get a Paul Bunyan who's going to be a sucker for love and get a $10,000 ring and be committed for the rest of his freaking life. I cannot believe this man spent $10,000 on her. She don't have no restitution or anything like that you can spend that money on. Unbelievable, but okay. So they start making out. And Courtney said that she hasn't been intimate with a man in a very long time. So y'all know what that means when they very specific about what they actually haven't had freaky tales with. She said a man. So sounds like she could have been gay for stay in prison. Oh, you're not new, but you always miss the lives. Oh, appreciate it, Russell. Welcome to the live. You know, we have fun in here. So stay, and enjoy. So, yeah. So she said a man. So y'all already know what that typically means. So he thinks getting married to her as soon as possible is the best way to go because in his mind, she is actually in the same city that she got in trouble in, and he wants her out of that city and in Sacramento. Sir, let me tell you something. A junkie is going to be a junkie no matter where they are. They can be in Portland, Oregon, or they can be in Sacramento. They're still going to use if they want to use. But she's like, so when do you think we're going to get married? He was like, how about tomorrow? How about tomorrow? Yeah, we could do it tomorrow. And she's like, what the hell? She's like, look, I'm completely committed to him. No, you're not. She's like, I'm completely committed to him, but tomorrow sounds insane. I don't know this guy. And he's like, you know, we can do it real quick. And, you know, what about your dad and everything? And she says, well, you know, my mom, she's only going to be here for one more day. So, yeah, let's do it. Oh, Paul Bunyan, let me tell you something. You are in it for the long haul on stupidity. Good luck in that situation. You don't even know if she's going to stay clean. You don't even know if she's going to stay clean. This is freaking ridiculous. But you know what? We'll see how it goes. Because I think later on in the season, we definitely see that they get into it. Because I think he expected, or maybe she expected, that he was going to pretty much take care of her for the rest of her life, and she didn't have to do shit but just sit there and sit pretty. But with that being said, that's pretty much what their discussion was for this episode. So I'm gonna move on. Yeah, them in a damn car most of the time. So move on. So unfortunately, they're not the same person. Unfortunately, okay? You still ain't gonna be able to convince me they don't look alike. And this is his before and after on RuPaul Drag Race. I'm just saying, but they end up meeting, end up kissing, and in true ain't shit mama's fashion, she decides to allow Brian to actually parole at her house where her daughter stays. Y'all know how I feel about this. You are a mother first. I understand you've known him since high school. I understand that you've been thirsty for him since high school, but your responsibility is your child first. But no, she too busy trying to get freaky tales, and I was completely disgusted by the scene in that damn car. And how they was having that tongue action. No, why would you even do that to us? So literally they get in the car, make their way to her house, and immediately she trying to give him some tea/potion because she want to get a baby going ASAP. Literally, as soon as they get in the house, they wasn't even in. I don't even think he was able to kick off his shoes yet. She got him drinking some damn potion. And I'm going to call it a potion because what tea does he have to drink and she have to drink so she can have a baby? Did y'all not notice that both of them was drinking the tea, or am I tripping? They both were drinking the tea. What in what world do they both need to drink a tea so then that way she can get pregnant? Child, she practicing something. That was a potion. That wasn't no damn herbal tea. It was herbal, all right. Herbal for something. Don't be surprised if she was trying to be a freaking, what's that damn name? Dr. Heavily on Married to Medicine and trying to put something in the spaghetti. Yeah, that's the vibes it was giving me. Yeah. So, yeah, we ain't gonna even talk about that damn house, child. And help me understand why people have dirty houses and they know that there's going to be cameras inside their house. Help me understand that. Help me understand how that makes sense for you to literally have camera people in your house and your house is nasty. But moving on. So with that being said, child, they end up having freaky tales. Okay. Claim they done had freaky tales about 5 to 6 times. We didn't need to hear that. I don't even want to vision that. I am disgusted. Okay. But with that being said, they sit up there and she's like, I want to know who that girl was on the back of your tablet. We don't look nothing alike. Y'all sure the hell don't look nothing alike. Because you know why? You know why? Because that's the girl that he actually wants. You're the guarantee, okay? You're the one that he can easily come home to and have a place to stay and everything else. But the girl on that tablet is the girl that he really wants. Yeah, facts. So with that being said, the daughter moment, I can't even lie. The daughter moment was cute. Her daughter coming in talking about some bestie. I thought it was cute. Inappropriate, yeah, because we don't know how long they gonna last. But she came in like, bestie. And she's like, how was prison? And he was like, prison is bad. What did you do to get in there? I was bad to people. What you do? I did something bad. Well, like what? Typical child behavior, child. I was robbing people. You was robbing what? I was robbing TVs. You was robbing TVs. I was like, ooh, child. Cute moment from the girl. Typical girl who just nosy. Typical child nosy. Still inappropriate that you about to have this man in your house with that daughter. Sorry. I call it the way I see it. I do not like when women have their kids around a stranger. A stranger, period. I was just like, what in the hell? So, no, I'm the conversation she had. I know you saying inappropriate. The conversation she had, it was a typical little girl moment where she's not understanding and she's asking all of these questions about him being in prison because she's completely naive. You know what I'm saying? But definitely he shouldn't have sat up there and gave her all of them details. But you could just tell she's just like a little child. How was prison? Like she was asking him, how was college? But with that being said, we're going to see where this is going to go. What I do know is that the fact that he said that from the beginning when they was in high school and she pulled up in the car pretty much knowing what she wanted, she'd been a thirst bucket for this man since high school. So why wouldn't he go to her? She's guaranteed. She's going to be the yes woman that's going to handle everything for him. Okay? I wouldn't be shocked if she would just continue to work while he stay at home. Just ridiculous. So with that being said, let's move on. Oh, yep, I know. I knew all of the mamas and the motherly and fatherly people in my chat was about to say they can't stand this woman for sitting up there literally allowing that guy to be around her daughter. I get it. Because like I said, like in true ancient mama fashion, she got him paroling at her house. It makes no sense to me. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We got 24 people in the chat. I need 24 likes. Make sure you hit the like button. Savannah and Grinder Bradley. I'm sorry. Should I call him? You know what? I'm going to call him Messy Bottom Bradley. Okay. So let me tell y'all something. Savannah actually asked him, you know what I'm saying, a valid question about what did you and your sister talk about? This was after his welcome home party. This fool says, well, she said you were controlling. She didn't say that, sir. I believe you said that with your messy ass. You said that she was controlling. He is a messy fool and he loves the divide and conquer. He does not want Savannah and his family to get along. To me, that is very obvious. So he says Savannah is worried about people liking her. Sir, it's understandable that the woman that you're with will want to get along with your family. Okay? It's natural that she would want that. So what do you mean about people liking her? It's just not anyone. It's your actual sister, especially the sister that you're really close to, Grinder Bradley. So next thing you know, child. Hey, Miss CB. Hey, Miss T. I'm sorry, you guys. You know how I be talking. I be getting into these stories. Next thing you know, his sister, Allie, or Cat, whatever her damn name is, Allie ends up making him a dentist appointment. I guess apparently Savannah made him a dentist appointment, but it was like a month like later or something like that. But I guess she was able to get him a dentist appointment like soon. So he tells Savannah, like, I got a dentist appointment. I think he said either tomorrow or really quick. And, I need to get my teeth taken care of. And Savannah's like, oh, so you told her to make you a sooner appointment, or what was that all about? And he was like, well, yeah, she made it for me. And she was like, well, how you gonna get there? Allie, she ain't got no car. So how you gonna get there? And he was like, I guess I'm just gonna get there. It seems like you're not trying to help me or whatever the case may be. And so she's like, that dentist is 45 minutes away from here. Do you just expect for me to drop everything I'm doing to take you over there? And honestly, as much as Savannah annoys the hell out of me, she had a point. Why, if I made you an appointment a month away and it's closer and I have to be the one to take you places because you ain't got no car, or if you can Uber it or whatever the case may be, you can Uber it. Why would you have your sister make you another appointment as if I'm supposed to stop my day to take you somewhere when I had already made you an appointment? If that's the case, have your sisters come pick you up and take you over there. And so she starts talking about the family and he's like, you're not about to sit up here. I'm not about to sit up there and have you listen to you bash my family. Do you know what this fool does? This fool gets into her car, her car that her mother gave her, that is not in her name, but her mother's name. He gets in the car and drives off. Yes, he does. He gets in Savannah's car in Savannah's mama's name and drives off like he is entitled to drive that car whenever he wants to. And she even says, no, this MFer did not just get in my car, a car that I don't even own, and drive off. I said, oh, he's a bitch. Yeah, I said it. A straight bitch. You will not sit up there and act like you about to get in my car and drive off and get an attitude because I'm sitting up there talking about your family. Well, if that's the case, you take your sorry ass to your family and you stay with them. But he straight up got in the car and then wanted to talk mess about her. Yeah, she controlling as hell and this and this and that and that. Excuse me? I'm that controlling, but I wasn't that controlling for you to hop in my car with my keys and for you to drive off. Interesting. So Savannah calls his sister and is like, he just got in my car and drove off. And it's not even in my name, it's in my mama's name. And you may want to speak to your brother about some of the choices that he's making, especially when he's driving a car that don't even belong to him. He's speaking to one of his bros, allegedly, one of his bros, maybe one of his grinder bros. But anywho, he talking to one of his bros. And he's like, yeah, man, she controlling as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deal with this. And, I was on my IG and she was looking all over my IG trying to figure out who I was talking to and this and this and that and that. And then so his sister calls him and he's like, man, I'm so sick of this or whatever the case may be. And she's like, yeah, you gonna end it or whatever. And he was like, I don't know, man, but I'm sick of this or whatever. I'm sick and tired of this. And she's like, look, yeah, great. That sounds nice, but she talking about stolen cars and all of this type of stuff, and I don't like where this is going, so you need to turn your little sorry ass back around, and you need to get back to her house before she call the po-pos on that ass. On that ass. And he was like, all right, 10-4. The audacity of you to think that you even had the entitlement to get in her car in the first place. I have to be on Savannah's side on this. And guess what? Y'all know I can't stand that damn girl. I can't stand her. So the mere fact that I'm like, Savannah has a point. One, you should not expect for me to drop everything I'm doing to do stuff on the time that you want me to do it. When at the same time, you won't even sit up there and try to bring me and your family together. You're really trying to separate us and divide us because you're too busy running your mouth about all the negative things about me. But if I'm so negative, get the hell out of my damn house. Go stay with them. Oh, but they don't have the resources that I got. You see what I'm saying? So I would have to agree with her in this situation, period. And she better than me because I would have called the po-pos on his ass. Or better yet, I would have called him and said, if you don't bring my car, I'm calling the police on your ass. Who the hell do you think you are? I wish anybody would just hop in my car and drive off like they entitled to it. That tells you right there he don't care about no one but himself and Grinder. I'm starting to believe that Grinder story. I'm just saying. I'm just starting to believe that Grinder story. The way that he runs his mouth, as messy as he is, and on top of that, the way that he act like Savannah is like, he doesn't seem like he's attracted to her. He don't even seem, I don't know, y'all. I'm thinking that Grinder story, but again, I know that's the rumor, but I feel like that Grinder story may have a point. May have a point, but that's just my opinion. So we gonna move on. Oh gosh. Joey and his junkie. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about it. Yeah, Savannah has a point. She got a major point. There's no way in the world. You know it's bad when we gotta agree with Savannah. Because Savannah works my last nerve. She is annoying as hell. Anywho, with that being said, doesn't matter what she's doing. See, that's the thing. It doesn't matter what she is or is not doing. The whole point is that if I made you an appointment to actually sit up there, let me go back to this. If I made you an appointment because this is more convenient for me and you using my resources, and it's a month away, if you want it to be sooner, then you have your sisters handle that, especially when me and your sisters don't even get along. They made you an earlier appointment, then they take you there. That's what it's all about. It's not about what she's doing. She is the one who has the resources. Bradley doesn't. And if Bradley feels like his family got the resources, then he could take his ass over there. He don't like Savannah anyways. He likes Sam, allegedly. So back to Joey and his junkie. Now, speaking of another one who got in someone else's car. Now, the difference is, though, Joey is allowing Michael to be in his car. Joey is too trusting, and Michael is a fake user junkie who only cares about himself, just like your normal inmates. Joey goes into the hot tub, and I guess he feels like at that point he wants to get his freak on with Michael. Michael hears that he's in a hot tub, and he literally runs as quick as possible to literally get to that hot tub, take off all of his clothes. But I feel so bad for Joey because you could tell he was freaking timid as all hell. I don't blame him though, because the cameras is right there, but he looked so scared and intimidated to get his freak on with Michael. Michael was trying to get it on. He didn't care who was there. And Joey was like, I am so scared because I don't know what he about to do. And I don't even know if I can handle what he about to do. And so interesting enough, the next morning, after they didn't have freaky tales, now Michael is really questioning everything, and he's questioning their whole entire relationship. How convenient, Michael. How convenient. Joey is being very caring of him like any couple would or any, significant other would. But Michael feels like Joey is trying to be his daddy. Meanwhile, Michael's trifling ass takes Joey's phone. So he can't call Michael while he's out. Let's be clear here. He has Joey's car. He has Joey's phone. He has elderly parents. One parent who literally, as we remember for the last season they were on, his mother almost left this earth. Like literally was on her D-bed. And you're going to take his lifeline, his phone, when anything could happen. He was literally looking around that small hotel room, swearing up and down that he misplaced his freaking phone. When I tell you that is a trifling piece of shit, I don't know what is. And then he comes back to the hotel after Joey is trying to call his phone and, figure out where his phone is. He comes back to the hotel and straight lies to Joey about, oh, well, maybe, you left in the car, or maybe, no, I accidentally, picked up your phone, or maybe this, maybe that. But here's the problem. You can tell Joey knows he's lying. He knows it. You can see it in his eyes that he's like, because he even says, you took my phone. Joey knows he's lying, but he wants so badly to believe that Michael is not grimy. But instead of him cussing out Michael like he should and checking him, he gets mad at production. Production in his confessional is like, so you don't believe he took your phone? I don't believe he took my phone. Why don't you believe he took your phone? Okay, so what? So what if he took my phone? Who cares if he took my effing phone? What's the big effing deal? Excuse me? First of all, who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm just production asking you questions. Shouldn't your anger be towards the junkie mofo who took your phone and your car? Huh? Shouldn't that be the person you're mad at? Or be mad at yourself for being so stupid. How about that? Be mad at yourself. I'm like, I would have said, excuse me, I don't know who the hell you think you talking to, but just remember I'm production and I can edit you the hell I want to edit you. So be mindful of how you talk to me, sir. But yeah, he went off on production. Off on him. Mind you, his junkie boyfriend has talked shit about him, saying that he loves him too much, saying that, pretty much he's hoping that Joey just moves on. Period. And while his mind claims that he's ready for it, your mind ain't ready for nothing but getting a hit, taking a hit. Your mind was on that as soon as you left the freaking prison. It had nothing to do with Joey. Talking about his mind is ready for a relationship because he knows that he would be probably the best guy that he can find. Your mind ain't thinking about Joey. It's not. Your mind is thinking about using Joey and, again, his resources. Because where's your car? Don't have one. Where's your house? Don't have one. Your own mama don't want you staying with her. Your own mama probably won't even let you borrow her damn phone. Your mama won't let you borrow her damn coffee pot at this point because you may go pawn that to get high. So the audacity of you to talk crap about this man, take his phone, take his car, and then literally sit up there and lie in his face almost about, I don't know, maybe this, maybe that. Well, sir, seriously. So I don't know if it's going to be this season, if Joey is going to wake up, but I need for Joey to wake up. Like, I really need for Joey to wake up. This is ridiculous because you can tell in his body language and in his eyes, he knows what he's dealing with. He just doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it, sir. Wake up, open your eyes. He is no good for you. His own mama don't want to deal with him. Big sign. Exactly. I don't blame the mom either, Leo. This is freaking ridiculous. So, yeah, and that's another thing, too. You got a valid point. He probably wants the junkie Joey. You know what I mean? And junkie Joey and junkie Michael were perfect for each other. But sober Joey and junkie Michael is it's a hell no. Where's his family, too? I need for his father to step back in and his family, because he has a strong family unit. I need for them to meet Michael. I really do. Because remember, the father said, I need to look that junkie mofo in his eyes. That's what I need. I need for that moment. I need production to have that happen this season so the father could really tell Joey, even though Joey may not listen, that you really need to rethink this relationship. We got 40 people in the chat. Please hit the like button. Crew, let me know how many likes we have. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. He straight gaslit Joey. He sure did. But see, Joey knew, though. He knew creativity. He knew it. It was in his eyes. And he even questioned him like, you took my phone. He knows. He knows what he's dealing with. You know why he knows what he's dealing with? Because Joey used to be a junkie. He knows how junkies operate. He just doesn't want to admit that he fell in love with a junkie. He's in love with a junkie. He's in love with a flunky. Yes, he's in love with a junkie. He doesn't want to admit it. So I can't wait until literally the family comes in. Oh, wait. We only got 20 likes, you guys. We got 43 people in the room. Please get those likes up. Get those likes up. The likes gets me in the algorithm so other Love After Lockup fans can know about my channel. Y'all know we have a good time over here. I need more people coming to my channel, so please get the likes up. So with that being said, I'm hoping we're going to find Joey waking up before this season is over with. I am hoping that is the case. I just don't know. But former addicts know how addicts operate. Like, real talk. He knows what he's dealing with. He just doesn't want to admit it. So, with that being said, Brooke and JK. This bitch is crazy. Brooke the bitch is her name. Wanting a microwave easy bake oven daddy is her game. That's just what it is. Brooke is in the car after she pulls over and says, bye, Felicia. And he says, you stupid ass bitch, and gets out the car. She calls her mom. Her mama sound like, you need to come and get these damn kids. These ain't my kids. These your kids. When you picking up these damn kids? Meanwhile, JK is outside speaking to his cousin saying, I need for you to come pick me up. This bitch about to make me late for my curfew, and I'm going to be going back to jail if I don't get there in time. And he's like, bruh, I'm too far away. It's going to take me a minute to get back to you. So at this point, he has no choice but to deal with Brooke. And he's like, are you going to take me home or not? She throw up the middle finger on his ass. Throw it up. F you. F you, right? And so he's like, F you back. So at that point, he opens up the door. He was like, look, are you going to take me or not? She sits up there and tells her mom, I'm going to call you back. He gets in the car. At this point, she drives off, but based on what he's saying, she's driving slow. All right. And so at that point, he takes the keys out of the ignition. Child, I didn't even know this was possible. But then again, maybe because it's been a long time since I put a key in the ignition of a car, I got the press start at this point. But he was able to take the keys out so it automatically stopped the car. I didn't even know it could be done. He takes the keys because he's like, at this point, get your ass out the car. I'm driving this car because you going too slow and I got to get back home by 7 o'clock. So they arguing back and forth. And he's like, bitch, get your ass in the car. Shut up. She's like, no, you shut up. He was like, shut up. So here's my thing in this situation. For the life of me, I can't understand if it is so important for JK to see your kids that your sorry, unhinged, toxic ass can't take him home so he can make curfew and then go pick up your kids and bring them to JK's house. So it made me wonder, does Brooke have full custody of her kids? Does she have custody of her kids? Do her parents have custody of those kids? Because I'm a little confused on why you couldn't just simply say, let me take you home. I'm going to go pick them up and they can see you tonight and then I'll take them back home. Something's not adding up, but at the same time, I just think she's an unhinged, crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs chick who deep down knows that JK is a hoe and she ain't the only one. And she worried about this Alex. And she was already arguing about him talking to a girl at 3 a.m. that at this point, she's trying to do anything because I think, in my opinion, if you messing with other women, your punk ass need to be back in jail anyways because you done pissed me off and you cheating on me, so go back to jail. That's my opinion in the situation. She was using them kids, in my opinion, as a damn pawn because deep down she mad because she know that he's still talking to Alex. So I'm about to punish you and try to put your ass back in jail. So he ends up getting back to his house. He's 5 minutes from being late. And so he's literally driving and he was like, I'm 5 minutes from being late. She says you wouldn't have been late if you would have kept your effing word. See, that right there is a spiteful bitch. If you would have kept your word. So in other words, if you would have done what you said you were going to do, which is go see my kids today instead of spending so much time with your Mimi, then you wouldn't be late. You selfish bitch, you. No one told you to have 2 kids by 2 ain't shit dudes that you decided to have babies with. Now you want to make him an Instapot daddy overnight and think that he's just supposed to fall into daddy mode and he ain't got no freaking kids. And he ain't even been out for freaking 24 hours. Girl, bye. So when he gets back to the house, he's like, I ain't trying to argue in front of my mama. And he said, get your ass in the house, bitch. And the mama said, whoa, hold up. Hold up. I didn't raise you that way to talk to women like that. I'll talk to her. But child, by the time she found out that she almost made JK miss his curfew, she pretty much was like, bitch, get your ass up out my house. She didn't say that, but that's the way she kind of was like, excuse me. She was trying to make you miss your curfew. Would you want him back in jail? Yeah, I think it's best for you to get your ass up out my house. She was like, he committed to my kids. He said that he was going to see my kids, and you don't sit up there and break promises to my kids. You've been breaking promises to them since you had them kids and had no shit daddies who created them. Don't get mad at JK because they don't have their daddies in their lives. And I'm starting to wonder if that's really the legit story. You sure they don't want to be in your kids' lives, or is it that they don't want nothing to do with you? They want everything to do with their kids. They just don't want nothing to do with you. And your spiteful ass, because you want it your way or no way, feel like if they don't want nothing to do with you, then they can't see the kids. Makes me wonder. So at that point, for whatever reason, JK like a dumbass. And again, I don't understand why, because we clearly know he's still talking to Alex. Like a dumbass, he chases after her and pretty much talks about how I'm tired of this, but we got to make this right and try to work it out. So at this point, this is like the next day, I guess, at his party. He out there talking to his cousin. Brooke, the bitch, speaks to his mama. And she's like, look, Brooke, he has to gradually get into being in daddy mode. You got to give him some time. She walks away and the mom is stressed out. She was like, this girl about to stress me out. Like, let him have his freedom. Let him have his time. Like, what the hell are you doing? So she goes outside and talks to the stepdaddy. Now, y'all already know the stepdaddy is very blunt. He funny, but he don't give a shit. That's very obvious. So he sits up there. He was like, hey, so I heard y'all trying to have a baby. And she was like, yeah. He's like, no, fake. That boy done had more girls in prison than I done had my whole life. You're just the latest one in line. I said, well, damn. So pretty much she prison bay number 4080 because JK is shady. Yeah, you're just a number, hoe. And you so busy talking about these other hoes. You's a hoe too. You's a hoe. I said you is a hoe. Hoe. So at that point, she's like, I'm pissed off. I'm shaking so badly. She goes outside, sees JK, and she's like, I need to see your phone. And he said, what you need to see my phone for? Okay, fine. Here's the phone. She goes inside and she looking through the phone and she see all these dang on females in the phone. All right. And even see Alex Child on Facebook. All right. So literally at that point, she comes outside and she was like, hey, all these bitches, huh? All these bitches talking about you want to marry me and everything else. You screwed me 3 times on the first night in front of the cousin. While JK talking to the cousin's like, whoa, let me get the hell up out of here. Let me go talk to your mama. And JK like, why would you do that in front of my cousin? I don't give a damn about doing it in front of your cousin and all of it. Child, let me tell y'all something. You know what she remind me of? Medea. A younger version of Medea. I wouldn't be shocked if she Carrie. Straight up. She like, I'm just like, child, don't let the glasses fool you. This is a straight up hood country bumpkin. Her ass is ghetto as hell. Ghetto as hell. And so literally he's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? She was like, all these bitches or whatever. You still sit up there and you got Alex on your Facebook. And he like, no, I don't think so. Now, mind you, you know she already saw it. So why are you even asking him? You already saw it. So what? You just want him to lie in your face? And she was like, you know, but you can have them hoes. You can have them. I'm done. Okay. First of all, Medea, Veronica, is Medea. Medea is Madea. Okay, she's a young version of Medea. Look up Medea the way that I just spelled it, and you'll see who Medea is. Let's call her, but Medea would never. Well, she looked like from that car when he was like, shut up. The way she was looking, it looked like that if she would have had something on her at that moment, she would have pulled it out. She looked like she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, y'all. That girl ain't sane. She unhinged. She is unhinged. Do you hear me? I wouldn't be shocked that eventually she on Snap. Because for her to go this far and be this petty over what she did to the point where she was willing to make sure that he got violated for his parole, she unhinged. Y'all ain't gonna be able to convince me otherwise. That girl cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. I thought it was Madea. Ain't Medea Madea? Ruby saying it's Medea. Child, I don't know. Tomato. She looks old as Medea. She kind of do. I ain't gonna even lie. She looked like a white Medea with tattoos all over herself. Yeah. So with that being said, child, look, some of y'all saying the stepdaddy was trifling for saying that. I think the stepdaddy was trying to do everything he can, not to save Brooke, not to save JK, but to save him and his wife. That's what I think that was. I think that he was like, at the end of the day, y'all gonna have this baby with no money. All it's gonna do is that we gonna be taking care of that child. So therefore, I'm gonna say whatever I need to say for her to back the hell up. Period. And I don't think it just has anything to do with her. I think it would be Alex or anyone else. They know dang on well JK ain't even ready for no kids. He ain't even got no teeth. You're gonna be sucking on the bottle and the pacifier just like that damn baby. Oops, I'm sorry. Apparently, he did get some new teeth, maybe with that Love After Lockup money. Now, the question is, do he got dentures or he got actual veneers? Now, that would be quite interesting. But with that being said, let's move on to the throuple, to the good old throuple, child. I'm sorry, but they didn't give us enough Ashley this episode. Damn, I hope we get some more Ashley. I hope it's not over. I really hope it's not over. Because let me tell you something. She is pure entertainment. I don't care. She pure entertainment. Child, she crying. He lied about everything. He's leaving. He has a girlfriend. He said we not in a relationship or anything. I'm sorry. I should not be laughing. I should not be laughing because those was real tears. You know when someone talking like that while they crying, you know they really hurt. And why am I laughing? Because she is entertainment, okay? And so, poor baby, it's her birthday. Who I ain't shit for laughing. Give me a moment, okay? It's her birthday. This ignorant fool goes outside and he was like, man, she didn't like what I said. I never told her to get my name tatted. I know y'all gonna misconstrues it. Misconstrues it. Baby, clearly you wasn't focused on your education when you was in there for 6 years. Misconstrues it. That's what he said. And so at this point, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to believe the things that Ashley said. I do believe that he claimed he was going to get a matching tattoo. I mean, the dude looks like a damn Chipotle bag. He got tattoos all over his damn body, all over his face. You're not going to be able to convince me that you didn't sit up there and say, oh, I'm going to get a tattoo. You going to get a tattoo too. And we going to have matching tattoos. It ain't nothing for him to get a tattoo. He got tattoos all over his damn body. Baby, that beach comment Russell still takes me out. Still takes me out. She entertainment. I know it's at the expense of us. We laughing at her pain. But damn it, she entertainment. He do look like a Chipotle bag. He do. Yeah. So with that being said, child, he ends up leaving. But he says that he's rocking with Alexis because she's loyal. And she was loyal when no one else was loyal to him. You know what I love? I love when people want all of this loyalty, but they can't give it. He's so loyal to Alexis that he's cheating on her and lying to her. Isn't that interesting? So Ashley sits up there and calls her friend Diamond, not confused with the Players Club Diamond, but Diamond, and talks about how good the Freaky Tales was. And she asks Alexis, did he shoot up the club? No, I think some of y'all will know what that means. Meaning that his soldiers go in her because she didn't have no protection. And she said, yeah, I mean, I don't think he pulled out. And you know, I just don't let anybody shoot up the club. He just got out of jail. Even if he had never been in jail, I just don't understand what is going on with these freaking ladies who don't protect themselves. Like, seriously, and you already had a gut feeling that he was already messing around. He had already pissed you off as soon as he got out of jail, saying he was going to ride with his boys before you, but claim that he's with you because you're so loyal. But at the same time, while she sits up there and says all of this, she says, yeah, girl, but something fell off. I got discernment. Something feels off. And yeah, but I'ma just, keep my guard up. Child, Julius walked back in that damn house with his white shirt off. He got on his black wife beater on. And barely look at her sit down and still is on that damn phone. And she's like, where you been? And he's like, what you doing? She was like, my nursing homework. Where you been? Nothing, chilling. We was just, smoking, whatever the case may be. I'm about to take a shower. If you ask me, yeah, I think Julius went somewhere else after he saw Ashley and the cameras were not there. I think he ditched those cameras. He went somewhere else to see another girl or something else. I don't know. And he handled some business, which is why as soon as he came, he sat down, got on his phone, and immediately went to go take a shower. But that's just my opinion on the situation. Of course, she definitely feels that something is off. Something is definitely off. So with that, she ends up taking him to parole. And baby, yes, thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Danielle. Hit those likes, y'all. Hit those likes. She said it was only 26 likes, and we got now 43 people in the live. Hit the likety like button, please. Hit the likety like button. So she's in the car taking him to parole. He is constantly on that phone. The phone, mind you, that she bought him. Every time that phone make a noise, she cutting her eyes. Every single time she cutting her eyes. Julius know that she's suspicious about something. Now, I really wish at this moment, as many times as she cut her eyes, she just snatched that damn phone to see who the hell he was talking to. Because at a certain point, how many times you gonna cut your eyes, girl? That's your phone anyways. Hell, you paid for it. Snatch that damn phone to say, who the hell you talking to? Who you talking to? So literally, she's sitting up there cutting the face, side eye. And every time she hear that phone, he gets out the car to go to parole. And she's like, I know it's another bitch. He's talking to another bitch. You've known that. I would even guess that you've known that since he's been in prison that he's talking to other women. But okay, let's continue to play your game, shall we? So he gets out and pretty much is like, she's like, so what did parole say? Oh no, it's cool. I just gotta do this, that. Oh, well, did you tell her about me? Did you tell her about me? And he's like, no. What about you staying with me? No, I can stay wherever I want. So then they end up going to some random place. And I'm like, I don't know where the hell they are. I don't know where the hell they are. But I didn't know that there's places where you could just randomly play board games and card games at I don't know. That was weird to me. But they end up going to some place to play Connect Four, child. Connect Four. And so she's sitting up there and she's like looking at him. And she's like, so what's going on? I mean, am I the only one? And he was like, what you mean you the only one? Now, one thing, if y'all haven't noticed about Julius, I know he probably looked like he high, but if you notice when he keep his eyes closed and kind of flicker his eyes, he's lying. Okay. Anytime when he was talking to Alexis, he was talking to production. And like, for example, when production was asking about women coming up in his DM, and he was like, well, I would have to curb her because, I got a girlfriend. He would be closing his eyes because you could tell he was lying. Check that out if you guys didn't notice that. Anytime he's about to lie, he literally does that. So she was like, I mean, am I the only one? I mean, we're here, we're out, we're out, it's us. So you might as well tell me the truth. Is there another girl? And he was like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, but yeah, there's someone else. And instantly in her eyes, it was heartbreak. Instantly in her eyes, it was heartbreak. And I was like, she about to go cry. She's about to go cry. She truly thought this man was going to stick it out with her. And she's like, I got to get up out of here. And she walk out in her green Daisy Dukes and midriff top, child. And she goes in her car and she begins to cry. Now, interesting enough, he did look worried when she went outside. Now, he didn't chase her. Maybe his calves hurt or his legs hurt, like he claimed the last time when it came to Ashley. But he looked concerned, but I would say he was more concerned because he was wondering where the hell he was going to stay. Not because he really cares about Alexis' feelings, because if he cared about any of those girls' feelings, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. And remember, there is a scene that we saw, I want to say, in the last preview about Julius being around other girls and Alexis being out there ready to go toe-to-toe with some of them girls. So we definitely still haven't seen all of the drama with them. Now, the next episode, I guess is supposed to be the next episode. She's asking if she could do like a locator on his phone. Child, what the hell is that going to do? While you at work or nursing school, you going to see he's somewhere he ain't supposed to be and then just stop everything you doing to go chase after him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yes, Julius doesn't have a personality. He just has, I guess, his looks. I don't find the boy attractive. Now, he got some pretty teeth. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a nice smile. But again, he gives me vibes that all I got to do is be light, bright, and damn near white. And that's all it's going to take for me to survive in this world, because I know some girl is going to want me. He doesn't have a personality. He's very blah. But he knows how to pick thirsty women who would just want him because it's him. Not because he can provide, not because he has a good personality, none of that. Yes, and he's tall. He's tall. You know what I'm saying? But he's bony as hell. Like, he gives me vibes like if he took off his shirt, you will see the ribs. Like he looks very, very small, pretty teeth and eyes. And thank you, Russell. Thank you, Russell. Pretty eyes, pretty teeth. Yes, that's all it takes. And he's light. He's a pretty boy. Even with all of them damn tattoos and the tattoos on his face, he's a pretty boy. Yeah, a lot of times that's all it takes. Period. And guess what? He knows that. Oh, he knows that. He's very aware that that's all it takes for certain women. Period. He don't even have to have that, Veronica. Now that's an extra bonus. But just because it's big don't mean he know how to work it. I'm just saying. So he don't even have to take that. He could be little, but just the appearance of it all would be everything for women. Exactly. They did boost his ego because when he said, I was in jail, I'm the catch, that's when you know somebody been hyping him up. But you could tell he's probably been hyped up his whole life. His whole life. He's been told that he's the catch. So this is what we're dealing with. But unfortunately, we got another woman with heartbreak who actually genuinely, and maybe even for the wrong reasons, on why she was pursuing him or whatever the case may be, but she truly thought that if I stay loyal to you, if I'm there for you when nobody else was there, at least you could be loyal to me, baby. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. In fact, Julius gives me the vibes that he will always mistreat women because of his relationship or lack thereof with his mother and his sisters. Or if he finally does commit to a woman, guess what? It's going to be the biggest bitch ever. It ain't going to be the one that's going to hold him down like Alexis. It's going to be the one who don't give a damn about him, who's going to treat him like crap, that he's going to want to slob all over. He's going to drool on her. Y'all know that book, like, Why Do Men Marry Bitches? That would be the only woman that he probably would feel like that he could sit up there and commit to. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, if ever. But he definitely, I would say he gives me vibes first that he will always be like, I'm never committing. I'm never going to be completely loyal to no dang on female, because he has his issues with his mama and his sisters. And again, those are supposed to be their first loves. And when they get heartbreak from them first, they kind of treat women like trash typically along the way. I just hate the fact that this happened to Alexis. And low-key, I hate that it happened to Ashley too. But with Alexis, okay, F it, I'm going to say it. She got more going for herself. Shit. I mean, she do. The girl going to nursing school. She seemed like she's level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has mentioned her insecurities, but overall is a beautiful girl who seems like she's going places. Period. Why you got to F over girls like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why F over girls like that? Just leave them alone. But those are the ones that they always want to go for. So we're going to see how this goes. But it seems like to me, she's going to forgive him. And Alexis, girl, like, you going to forgive him. Okay. Go ahead and forgive him. And then you're going to see that he's still chasing after females or females chasing after him. This is going to be quite interesting, child. She definitely needs to work on her self-worth. I agree. She does. We clearly already know she was very vulnerable with us about her insecurities. There's a lot going on there, but she's not going to fix her insecurities by being with this man. Period. Or even by having a baby by this man. It's no. But apparently she's pregnant. I don't know. Has anybody seen a belly from this damn girl? Is she actually pregnant? They say she pregnant, child. I'm just trying to see. Do we know if she actually has a baby in the belly? I don't know, but apparently she is pregnant. So that means that I would not be shocked if it's gonna be a to be continued on their storyline. Because you know, Love After Lockup, love when babies come into play. Oh yes. Oh yes. And we clearly know, yeah, Julius ain't probably gonna work. So he gonna want them Love After Lockup checks. She's having a girl. I'm sure she's happy about that. And for those that know why I'm saying she's probably happy about that. Because again, y'all already know what some of us, including especially myself, already speculate on why she wanted a baby so badly by Julius in the first place. So yeah, you know how it is. Having a baby is always going to continue on with another season. They'll probably be on another season. They were spotted in a grocery store. So she's still dealing with that man, huh? Still dealing with that man. Child, I guess. But I'm sure she gonna be happy. I'm sure she's probably praying and hoping that that baby comes out looking like Julius. Alexis, I hope you will eventually realize that you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Your skin tone is beautiful. You are a beautiful girl. I keep saying she looks like a thicker Gabrielle Union. She got the dimples like Gabrielle Union. She is a beautiful girl, but she got to know that she's beautiful and she got to know she's worth so much more. But with that being said, you guys, that was my review on Love After Lockup. We got 52 people in the chat. Please like before you leave. All of the people who didn't want to say hello in the chat, at least hit the like button. At least hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? For your girl one time. Because I'm sure, you know, y'all come often. We have a good time over here. But yeah, Jinx don't give a damn about your desires. You know what's interesting? That is correct, which is why I said I hope that baby come out as beautiful and brown as her. Because see, the baby come out as beautiful and brown as her. She has to hopefully, I'm praying, instill the beauty side of telling this girl that she's beautiful, which she didn't have growing up, or how she felt. She needs to instill in that child. I'm hoping that that baby does come out just as melanated and beautiful as her. Because to me, going the other way and looking like Julius, I definitely don't want her to have the mentality that because the baby is just light, the baby's just automatically just going to have a better life, or is just automatically beautiful. Y'all know y'all got people, you know, we got people who think like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but we'll see. You know, we're going to see pictures of the baby. We're going to see pictures of the baby. And again, they're probably going to be on another season. But with that being said, yes, beauty does come in all shades. Unfortunately, though, in this society, they try to assume that other shades are better than others. And this is why we have the issues with colorism and all of that stuff that we've had since the beginning of time. But I need for Alexis to know she's a beautiful girl. Like from the beginning, when I first saw her, I was like, this is a beautiful girl. And when she said that she grew up not feeling beautiful, I said, oh, man. Beautiful girl. No matter what size she is, that is a beautiful girl, and she needs to know that. But with that being said, she wants a light-skinned baby. That's what I think too, based off of what she said. But with that being said, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always supporting my Chris crew from the beginning, my Chris crew that just came on. Y'all don't realize how much I appreciate y'all. I'm really trying to get into this algorithm. Apparently, like it's been difficult, but hitting the like button, like I said, I don't ask for anything else, but definitely hit that like button, share, so people can hit that like button so I can start growing and growing and growing. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles.